You're about to listen to a podcast from the Firearms Radio Network. For more, visit firearmsradio.net.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to This Week in Guns, brought to you by Patriot Patch Company, VZ, Greps, and Primary Arms. This show offers commentary on the latest firearms industry news, information, and buzz. I'm your host, Matthew Larosiere, and I'm here with my co-host, Shawn Herrin. Shawn, how are you?
I'm good. I was like, I'm not substandard, and I'm not Othias.
No, yeah, I didn't change it from last time.
Wow.
But yeah, man, it's been a minute. You've been busy.
I mean, I'm always busy. I'm just like,
boy.
trying to do a lot of stuff.
Would you say you're a busy bee?
I'm a busy bee. I'm a busy boy bee. A boy bee. Yeah. And that if I'm a boy bee, and that's very similar in rhyming to Orbeez. So I would actually probably be outlawed in New York.
Yeah. Dude, what the heck was all that?
Dude.
Like,
so a kid actually pointed one at like some corrections officer, and the corrections officer shot and killed him.
Yeah, just murdered him. And New York is like, by the way, that was okay. Like they think to get.
Yeah,
I had never even known about this crap, and then after that happened, I'm like, where was I? I was in Academy Sports, and I was like, is that what that is? Like, now I think they're cool.
They're awesome.
Well, because you buy the balls in this little container like this, and it's like it has 10,000 of these balls. You're like, what? Yeah, it turns out you hydrate them.
Yeah.
So you buy like one thing, and you're good for like ever.
When I was in Iowa, Rapid Fire Rachel was telling me about these things, and I was like, that sounds awesome. So I bought one from Amazon when I got back. So I've had it for a few weeks, and it's awesome just to like, someone walks in the office and you just shoot them with like this full auto Orbeez gun.
And do they splatter when they hit you?
So they don't splatter per se, because it's just like a little. It's like
it's almost like tapioca.
Yeah,
right?
it's like Jello that's been in the fridge for like an extra week. Just like so it's got that weird consistency to it, but they kind of like explode when they hit stuff. And when I say explode, I mean they just like it's like hitting something with a ball of Jello. It just
kind of like squishes out.
Yeah, squishes out and makes different stuff, but it doesn't leave any marks on walls or anything like that. And once you break that structural integrity of like the outer shell of the Jello, it basically starts to immediately dehydrate again, and then they just turn into like non-existent things that you just vacuum up when your cleaning lady comes.
That's cool. I didn't know it does that too.
Yeah, it's like,
oh, this is great. So that's why it's worth killing.
Apparently, I've probably shot 1,000 Orbeez in our studio space, and I do not recall ever seeing one on the ground ever.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm going to go buy one after this.
Oh, you should get one from Amazon. I'll send you an affiliate link.
Thanks.
Like you did to me last time I asked you for something.
Okay. I did do that.
And it was awesome.
But I got you the best deal.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. Like I am very happy with that choice, and I was very happy to click on your affiliate link.
He was like, which 3D printer do I buy? I said, hold on, I have to get you an affiliate link. And I'll do that for any of you out there. I would do that same favor for any of you.
Anytime.
Anyway, you know who else is an affiliate?
Who dat?
Is Primary Arms Company.
Primarily Arms, huh?
Look, you could unlock $20 off your first order when you sign up below.
They got a lot of sales.
Check it out. All right. Let's see. Anything big to know? Free shipping on all optics. What do we got?
The Credova stuff that people find that interesting. I find that
Credova?
interesting. Yeah.
The terms?
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Yeah. Like I may not be able to go buy a HoloSun AEMS, but I can definitely buy it in 4 simple installment payments.
Yeah. It's just 5 easy payments. Let's see how 3 months interest free. So it's basically like, it's like layaway, but you get it right now.
Yeah. It's like Wimpy from Popeye. He's like, I'll gladly pay you September for an AR today.
It's really interesting. I've only ever done layaway once. But I don't know. This could be dangerous though.
Oh yeah.
Because maybe you don't need the Trigicon. Maybe you just need the HoloSun.
Yes, without question. And actually they do have all of the HoloSun IR lasers in stock. I went to the page and I just saw all of them in stock right now. They've also got the Holosun 509. Like what?
Yeah, let's go to optics.
No one has this stuff.
Right, but the real stuff that you want to look at on here is the primary arms optics.
Yeah, you could look at that.
Right, that's the real stuff you go here for.
That's the real stuff. I actually have a few primary arms. I put one on a shotgun project that I'm doing. It's their brand new red dot. Yeah, that one right there.
And how'd that work out?
I'm actually quite impressed by it.
That's good.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I just love this. They got classic styling and they're really affordable. The SLX 30 millimeter. It's, aim point at home, but it works.
Yeah, I've never used it, but yeah, I've never used it, so I can't speak to it.
It's got a nice sharp reticle. I haven't had any issues with it. But also, if you buy one of these, if you buy any primary arms optic, you can get, because here's the problem. When you put a new optic on your gun, you're going to notice that your gun is not as clean as the new optic. Right. So what do you do when you're in that situation? You're going to have to get some kind of, series of accoutrement together, right, to make your gun match your new optic. Well, we made a deal with Primary Arms to solve this issue. You put in code FRN kit and you buy one of these optics to put on your gun, you're going to get a cleaning kit with the optic included.
Okay. Very nice. And I just found out, I haven't even told Matt this yet, but I have negotiated with them that our coupon code will not change anymore, that it will now continue in perpetuity, but the benefit will change every month. Cleaning kit this month, who knows what it's going to be next month? Maybe next month
true.
You'll get your own free Matt Larosiere.
I don't take up much space.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. You can just give me ramen and water me once in a while. I'll be all right.
You just need to give him a Nintendo Switch and some ramen, and everything's going to be just fine. Yeah.
Yep. I'll be okay.
Okay. Anyway, where would they use the coupon code?
They would use that at Primary Arms, Primary Arms Company, and they can find this at frn.deals/PA.
Dope. That's very nice.
All right. So let's move along here. Our first story. The Arizona Attorney General is suing the Biden administration over the new frame or receiver rules. This is pretty big. They haven't taken effect yet, but ATF is already acting like they have. There have been some arrests, some prosecutions of people who had parts kits that ATF is now saying, were complete firearms, and they're saying they're machine guns or whatever. So Brnovich with 16 other state attorney generals, Morehouse Enterprise, I don't know what that is, GOA and GOF, they filed a press release saying that ATF seeks to, among other things, regulate unfinished, non-functional parts as if they were complete firearms. This threatens the American tradition of private firearms manufacturing that predates the revolution.
That's well written. If someone was read that to me, I'd be like, Matt wrote that.
Well, thank you. It's pretty interesting. At the center of this lawsuit, there's a North Dakota resident, Elijah Jimenez, who makes his own guns out of spare parts. He's a plaintiff. He buys his parts, including unfinished frames, tools, jigs, and other items to assist in making firearms from online retailers. Given the breadth of the final rule, as explained in the lawsuit, the ruling directly impacts his ability to acquire these parts and also makes it difficult, if not impossible, to determine what parts he is allowed to purchase online and from which vendors without exposing himself to potential criminal liability for undefined crimes such as structuring. And this is all real concerns. Oh yeah. And I was actually on I did a Federalist Society talk on this rule, where they had this guy, this law professor from Texas, who was like, no, this rule, it's not that big of a deal. It's only affecting manufacturers who don't want to pay their taxes. It's not a manufacturer. It doesn't affect individuals. And to the extent it does, just put a serial number on it. And I was like,
it only affects individuals.
Yeah. I was like, are you actually kidding? And he kept saying that. He's like, just put a serial number on it. I was like, you do realize that it doesn't just require a serial number, right? and he like looked like a deer in the headlights, and he was the expert that's allegedly talking about gun regulations. It completely ridiculous. He was repeatedly suggesting that, and it's like his logic was so circular because he's accepting that everything, and also the proponents of this are accepting that everything in the new rule is true. So it's if you sell an unfinished receiver, well, that's a firearm, and you should have had a license to sell it, and so you're an unlicensed dealer, and so you should have put a serial number on it, and so you should have paid your tax.
Is he talking about like the excise tax or what?
Yeah, which isn't a thing on just receivers.
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So how does this work? How is the AG, the AZAG, as I like to call him, how is he suing the Biden administration for a plaintiff in North Dakota?
So there's, I don't know. It's probably I haven't actually seen the lawsuit. I've just read the article. But how this can work is that there's one core plaintiff, and then there's additional institutional plaintiffs that bring separate claims. Like they wouldn't be joining on the individual as applied question. They'd be joining on how as it applies to their members. Like they'd be stepping in on behalf of their members who are similarly situated. And then the AG for their residents, right? For the people of their state that are similarly situated.
I see.
There may be separate converging lawsuits, but I'm not 100% sure which mechanism they're using here, but there are quite a few to choose from. And this is actually a fairly common tactic when, the underlying claim could be easy to defeat on standing. Mm-hmm. So they'll, like a bunch of plaintiffs will band together, all bringing separate theories, right, against the government, just to try to keep the government from shooing the lawsuit out of court.
That's clever. Yes,
it's unfortunately required because the framers made a mistake when they wrote Article 3 of our Constitution. They should have. Standing was a mistake, in my opinion. Everybody should be able to sue the government at any time for any reason.
Makes sense. That's actually pretty dope. So yeah, this is kind of a big thing. And didn't they just punt this? Didn't the ATF punt the new stuff to like October or something? Did I read that?
Are you thinking of the pistol brace rule?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about frames and receivers? Is that August 1st or?
It's coming up in a couple months, right? Because there was 180 days or whatever it was. An easy way to check, if you go on the AK Flat websites, they'll tell you how long you have to buy them.
On the which websites?
Like the ones that sell 80% AK receivers. They're like, we're gonna stop it on the others. Here, look, I'll go to. I won't say the name because they didn't pay us. And also, I don't want the YouTube to get mad. If they paid us, we would not care.
Is it a guy named Jordan?
So, yeah, as of August 23rd, 2022, we won't be selling receiver flats or blanks to individuals.
Very interesting.
So you got another month to get up your... I'm wondering...
Say their name.
As that date comes closer, are they going to have a mega sale?
Ooh, maybe. Probably.
Pick another website that sells them. Oh, yeah, summer sale.
Weird.
Weird. It's almost as if they're like, by pushing this crap. Oh, yeah, no, they're on sale. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's almost as if by pushing this crap, they're encouraging people to, dump as many as possible on the market. Absolute
millions of them probably being sold. Good.
Yep.
As is tradition, as it should be.
Yep.
Well, cool. That is good. So GOF doing some good stuff. That's I like to see that.
Yeah. Here's a little quick thing. So, we all know that there's violence in the world and that everything is terrible and we're all going to die. But what are some ways we can prevent this?
Well, I would say the best thing would be for the police to protect me from everything.
That's true. But what about a garden?
Oh.
Study to look at gardens to reduce violent crime.
Well, you had me right there. Growing my own cucumbers. I'm going to be so busy picking weeds and killing insects that destroy my garden that I won't have time to just do random drive-bys.
Well, apparently we're paying for a study to find out whether putting in a bunch of gardens will prevent violent crime.
That's real.
Senator John Cornyn said plenty of privately funded studies are available without the $25 million that Congress contributes to gun violence research each year. But they've split the $25 million gun research spending evenly between the NIH and the CDC. And yeah, right now, one of the things they're working on is $2.25 million Michigan and Ann Arbor to determine whether turning vacant lots into green spaces, such as community gardens, pocket parks, or green infrastructure will reduce firearm violence in Detroit.
Are they dumb?
No.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let me step back a little bit.
They want money.
Yeah, they want money. I can't read the article. I don't see it in the show notes.
No, here,
so
I didn't put it.
I'm basically just going to be asking you questions, which I'm totally fine with.
No, here, wait.
No, I don't want to read it.
There it is.
No, this is the opposite of what I wanted.
I know.
So let me ask you this. Let me step outside the angry gun owner persona that
that's your fursona.
Become. It is my fursona. Yeah, I am a Firefox. That's mad about gun rights, but also my furkin. Whatever. I don't even know. I honestly don't even know enough furry terms to make a joke. So let me step outside this. Let me think. So I'm in Detroit. I basically live that gang lifestyle, which I know a lot of people do. And when I say I live that gang lifestyle, it's because I've watched TV shows, documentaries, and stuff about that. I have no firsthand knowledge of any of this. The only gang that I'm in is the Firearms Radio Network gang, and it's a pretty weak gang, all things considered. Yeah.
Yeah, we're street gang. We're a violent street gang.
Yeah. We do drive-bys of audio in your ears.
Yeah,
we walk by and we're like,
base.
Primary Arms.
Yeah. Use the code.
So
spend the dollar.
I'm there. I'm doing that, like literally hustling every single day to have the money I need to live, eat, do all the shit. Maybe I'm into some illegal shit. At what point in the TV shows, the documentaries, whatever that I've ever seen, is a garden? Like what does that do? You like wake up one morning and you're like, you know what? The dude that I was mad at yesterday, you know what? Instead of teaching him a lesson and retaining my respect and credibility amongst all these other people, I'm going to go down and I'm going to pull some weeds at the community garden center.
Or I'm just going to look at the green space and I'm going to go, wow.
Yeah.
Everything's different now.
I bet those things are growing weed within a week.
Yeah.
Like marijuana. Because, I mean, you're given, which is good. Like that has some sticking power. But
very sticky.
I don't know, man. Like just trying to think about it and stepping outside of my normal, like who I am, I really don't see that being a thing. I really don't see that being even a thing that I would be interested in. If I literally had to wake up every morning and go figure out how I was going to get money to eat dinner that night or lunch that day, or, smoke blunts, whatever it is.
Yeah. The cool stuff.
How does this figure into that?
I mean, you'd probably be like, if you're a person in that position, you'd probably be like, oh, wow, this is what they spent money on.
Yeah.
A garden.
Yeah.
The pipes are broken.
Right. And then, so they're saying neighborhood improvements reduce a lot of violent crime. Okay. Like I understand that, renovating a neighborhood, making it somewhere that people can be proud to live. Like well,
it's a misplaced statistic though. It's like, it's a chicken and egg situation.
Right. Yeah. Is the neighborhood,
when neighborhoods are getting better, it's because there's more money going into them. Like,
right.
And people are like, the type of people in the neighborhood is changing.
Right.
That's why it's getting better.
My grandma's roof leaks. There's a burned car sitting on jack stands across the street. But thank God that we can grow some peonies.
Yeah.
You know what this is? This is fucking white people. Sorry.
Yeah.
Pardon my language. This
Yeah,
is
fuck them.
why right now. This is some white politician probably who was like, you know what? My son had anger issues, and then he started working in the garden every day, and everything just improved, and it was great. And we're talking about someone who grew up with privilege, who this makes no sense. This is someone who's like, man, I just feel so at peace with the world when I'm out in my garden, taking care of my garden, not worrying about a thing, but just, my snap peas and my mint. These are the things I worry about. And then they're like, you know what? Gang violence. This is going to help with gang violence.
Yep. You know what it is? Like how I see this is this is the thought process. Like, here's another example separately. You really know that a neighborhood is about a pop, right? It's about the property value is about a pop. When you go to the grocery store and they start stocking fancy cheese.
Yeah.
Right. That's how you know the property value is about to go pop. And so then they went, oh, so we should take fancy cheese and put it in all the grocery stores. It's like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
The cheese didn't do it.
Right. Is this why the government has like 70 billion pounds of cheese stored in tunnels under mountains? But that's true, actually.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you got to look it up. So like apparently,
is it government cheese?
No, actually. So the government was like they bought a ton of cheese so that dairy people wouldn't go out of business, and they didn't have anywhere to put it, so they like literally put it in caves and shit. I don't know all the specifics, but I do know that this is literally a thing that exists, and the government was like the biggest owner of cheese in the world or something for a long time.
Oh, it's so preposterous.
I'm looking this up now.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. But yeah, no, it's the same thing. They're like the neighborhoods that have garden centers where everyone gets together and compares snap pea size. Those are the good ones. So let's put the snap peas in Detroit.
Yeah. I don't understand how this fixes anything. And they're like, well, we're putting money into the neighborhoods. I'm like, yeah, but the neighborhoods are still like trashed, and the houses, a lot of the houses probably aren't going to be taken care of, and and who's going to take care of this? Like, are you going to assign government employees to go like water it? Like, who pays for the water? Do the taxpayers pay for the water?
Right.
Who grows it? Well, what if someone vandalizes
Who grows the water?
Yeah. Well, what if somebody who's kind of pissed off that the government's spending a bunch of money putting a garden in their neighborhood when their little brother doesn't have food to eat every day?
Yeah.
Totally. Just going back on my tangent. I found it real quick. So the government does have a stockpile of 1.4 billion pounds of cheese stored in a cave in Missouri. The U.S. has the largest domestic reserve of cheese of all varieties, including cheddar, Swiss, and American. Started in the 70s.
So is it still good? I know they age cheese, but like I don't know. Like, I think there's a specific way you have to do it.
Probably, yeah. So it started in the 70s. Jimmy Carter, his promise of giving farmers a break, he wanted to raise the price of milk, but the government couldn't just buy milk and store it, so it started buying as much cheese as people wanted to sell. And then farmers were like, "Oh, this is a great way to make money, so we're gonna like make as much cheese as is physically, humanly possible." And Ronald Reagan got into office, and he was like, "What the hell is going on?" So then he started food assistance programs, which distributed 30 million pounds of cheese. But the difference between 30 million and 1.4 billion is like so astronomical that you can't even comprehend it unless you like see a written diagram. But yeah, this is true. And the same kind of people that started buying the surplus of cheese are the ones who want to put gardens in Detroit to stop gang violence.
That's so good. Well, you know who doesn't have a strategic cheese reserve? It's VZ Grips. I don't know if they do or not. They actually might. Who knows? But they support the show. You should check them out. They have really nice products. You guys have seen me mulling over it for a long time. I finally made a choice. I got grips for my end frame. It's a square bottom. Look at how easy it is to select your grips here. I got the 320 grip, and I got it in the hyena brown, which is the color that like none of you recommended. You guys all wanted me to do the other one, but I determined that you were wrong.
I was just going to say I would have picked the green, but that if I would have told you that, you would have never picked the green.
Yeah. The Durgy olive. That was the one. The Durgy olive.
Yeah.
Or the black chergri.
Oh, that's good. But you know what?
I
think
like the hyena brown.
Yeah. Do you have it on the gun yet?
Yes.
Okay. I would like you to show that to me when
it's not here.
Pulled off of YouTube. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'll have it next time. But so check them out. We've got a coupon code. It is this week 15 THISWEEK 15. You will get 15% off your order. I just used it on my order of the hyena brown grips. And of course, they've got daggers, all kinds of cool stuff made in their patent G10 alloy. Oh, and look at this. Wow. They got a new flavor of dagger.
Yeah. I saw this one. I saw it on the social media, and I was like, okay, I want that.
It's a holy shit. That's going to do some different stuff to your insides.
It is. And I'm in for it. Man. Okay, so I've got a device. It's called the butt out, and it's literally like after you kill a deer or an antelope or whatever, you stick this in its rectum and you twist it and you pull out the intestine so you can cut it, tie it, put it back in so you don't get like have to cut out the anus, and like it's just like it saves you a bunch of time. This looks similar to the butt out.
I hate hunting. I don't want to do that.
No, it's wonderful. Yeah, and honestly, yeah.
Okay, if we ever go hunting, you can do the butt thing.
Oh, I'll do the butt thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just want to sit around and drink beer and
butt stuff is half the reason I hunt. What?
Yeah, that's whatever. Anyway, guys, this week 15 VZ Grips. They're a Florida company. Buy the product.
You should go visit them. You should go do like a factory.
Just wander up with it'd be like, I want a warranty claim on my Hatsune Miku grips.
No.
Like, are they broken? No.
I just didn't think you would do it.
Yeah, I just didn't. It's kind of weird.
VZ.
Or no, you know what I should do? I should take them off of my revolver and go up there and be like, can you put this on?
You totally. I could probably just set up a visit for you.
That'd be funny. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think that'd be great, actually.
Yeah, they're in. Yeah, I could go there.
Yeah,
my car's allowed over there.
Yeah. Hey, you skipped a story, by the way.
No, I didn't. I moved it around.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
So, because you got to have the balance.
Yeah.
So this one's great. Listen, what the Supreme Court did.
Terrible.
Unforgivable. It was dangerous, and look, this is not okay. We're gonna fight back. We're gonna do something about it, and we've got to make sure that some whatever. Every town, is furious right now at the inaction of state governors who are not violating their duties, right? Violating their oath of office to attempt to restrict the rights of their people. So we can see here, they made a scathing statement about Maryland Governor Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hulk Larry Hogan is his name.
Yeah.
So yeah, following governor's inaction to curb impact of dangerous Supreme Court decision, gun permit applications in Maryland have spiked. Here's what you need to know. From June 23rd to July 11th, people submitted 5,000 new applications for wear and carry permits. That's about a 772% increase from last year. Taking action to curb the effects of this irresponsible decision by the Supreme Court is crucial. In Montgomery County, the city council is currently considering a measure to address the decision by prohibiting the carrying guns in sensitive places such as parks, public buildings. If you would like to speak to a Maryland Moms Demand Action volunteer, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Weird. Yeah. Just the picture of them getting so angry in their suburban mother impotent rage where the best thing they can possibly think of is to put gardens in Detroit to stop gang violence.
Yeah. Yeah. look at this. It's disgusting. They could be doing the garden right now.
Yeah, they could be doing the garden, and instead,
but because of Governor Larry Hulk Hogan irresponsibly not attempting to subvert a Supreme Court decision, not attempting to usurp the federal separation of powers. They are pushing the hand of the moms in every town for gun safety. So
I just
think about that, Mr. Hogan.
Yeah.
Think about what you did.
Hey, governor who's responsible for an entire state.
Yeah.
Stop like doing
do the other thing.
Stop following the rules and laws of this country.
Yeah, bitch. Idiot.
I love it.
So this is a good one. You guys all know about the HR 1808 proceedings, probably because every gun rights group is screaming, pretending that it's actually going to pass and getting you all worked into a blind panic. Not even a reaction, Shawn?
I was just thinking, I'm like, it's going on right now, isn't it?
Yeah. So the vote, the House vote has not happened yet, which is why I put that story at the very end.
Oh, I see.
Because I'm hoping that we'll be able to report on it during the show. But we know it's not going to pass the Senate. So,
I mean,
why?
They're doing some tricky stuff, right? So they're like, a few days ago, Nancy Pelosi was like, give me some bourbon and scotch and we're going to go ahead and pull the HR 1808. We just don't have the support. And then yesterday? She's like, got him. We're going to vote tomorrow morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, I remember that story.
Yeah.
And then, so that's going on when we're recording this.
Yep. I still don't think it's going to go anywhere. And I think, here's my position on that whole bill. If they were to actually shoehorn this through, that would be the stupidest thing possible. Because the thing that keeps these people up at night is the idea of the Supreme Court overturning an assault weapon ban. If they push for a federal assault weapons ban, there's going to be a lawsuit in every single circuit. And some of them are going to be decided the right way. And then the Supreme Court is going to see a circuit split. And then what's going to happen? Right?
Yeah. I mean, does Bruin or NY SERPA, does that actually, you think
Bruin
that
is the proper case?
Yeah. That actually would be like, do you think that would help overturn an assault weapons ban?
100%.
And why is
that? Because there's no historical basis.
Oh, weird.
The only thing they have is the Statute of Northampton, which is what the government relied on in Bruin, which regulated the carrying of dangerous and unusual weapons in such a manner as would ordinarily cause terror. Right. It's a little different from saying you can't own a thing, right? So no, there's no historical precedent whatsoever. Well, there's been a lot of hearings and stuff on this bill, and there's a really funny one where, what's this cat's name? Representative Raha Krishnamurti of Illinois asked Ruger, right? He had the Ruger representative who he dragged over there for no reason. This is the cat right here. Look at his little paw. He's got his little I'm talking hand gesture, which is done by people with low testosterone to indicate that they're talking. Yeah.
I wasn't just doing that.
You weren't. Yeah, I didn't see it happening. I did not see you doing that.
Listen to me, Mr. Larosiere. Well, hold on a second. I want to go back real quick to the assault weapon.
Mm-hmm. Bug assault?
I generally don't think that these people are stupid. I think they're misplaced, but I don't think they're stupid. So why, in your opinion, in your esteemed opinion, sir, why do you think that she would pull back and then reschedule and then still be pushing this through if, in fact, the thing that keeps them up at night is the overturning by the Supreme Court of an assault weapon ban, even though we just got Bruin? Like, why?
I think she's depending on it not getting through Senate. And so this way they can be like, oh, look, we tried.
It's a campaign mechanism.
Yeah, we tried and they didn't do it. The Republicans and some Democrats were not nice and didn't let us do it. If they thought this would pass, I think they'd be terrified.
Okay.
Especially someone like Pelosi, right?
Yeah.
Because California is desperate to cling on to their assault weapon bans.
Because, I mean, midterms are in just a few months, and obviously this is all campaigning, and this is...
But also, nobody cares. Like, Democrats don't really care about gun control anymore. Like, they talk about it because they're programmed.
Yeah.
About certain things. But, like, this isn't a driving issue for anyone, I don't think.
I agree. And, I mean, honestly, like, there's been some things lately, like Biden has COVID, Biden has cancer, like all this stuff. Like, I mean, they're going to invoke the 25th and they want to come out swinging and use that as probably a campaign mechanism for the midterms.
Wait, he has cancer?
I saw a thing that he said he had cancer just like offhandedly at something.
So we have no idea.
Swear to God, this actually happened.
Oh, that's really cool. I love this. Like, cancer's horrible. I don't wish it upon anyone, not even the president. But
Fox News published July 20th, Biden's cancer claim shocks Twitter users, either biggest bombshell or biggest gaffe. He was in Somerset, Massachusetts, and he was visiting a former coal power plant. And while discussing the harm caused by emissions, he said that he and many other people he grew up with now have cancer.
I think that sounds like a gaffe.
It does. I agree.
Yeah. It sounds like another Mr. Magoo wandering around and falling over stuff.
The direct quote was, my mother drove us rather than being able to walk. And guess what? The first frost, you know what was happening? You had to put on your windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up with have cancer, and why for the longest time Delaware had the highest cancer rate in the nation. Direct quote.
Cool.
That's exactly the response I had when I saw it. I was like, What? Say what now?
It's like, dude, we elected this dude to be our, like, effectively,
right,
representative to the rest of the world.
Well, and the thing is like, that they're like, well, you're not relatable to the people, so you got to be relatable. And he's like, Corn Pop was a bad dude, and I got cancer, you got cancer, we all got cancer together.
Just fire 2 blasts.
That makes me relatable by saying that I got that cancer. I'm
relatable.
What's cancer?
Look here. This is a gun. This is a gun. Did you see that one? The Ghost Gun conference where he wandered away from the microphone and started screaming?
Yes, I did.
It was so, oh my God. It's like, Mr. Bones, I want to get off your wild ride.
Yes.
Please.
Listen, I am well on the record that I thought that Obama was a likable dude. I do not have that same sentiment towards Brandon.
I think, I don't know. He's so bumbling and harmless. It's hard to, he's precious. He's like a little,
if I was
gemstone.
If I was volunteering at a senior living home, and I'd be like, man, that Joe, he's just the cutest little guy. He doesn't have any idea where he's at any point in the day. It's adorable. One time, the other day, he asked me if I would give him my shirt, and that was just adorable. I don't feel that is what one of the qualities that I desire in a president.
Yeah, like, I feel like if you're going to go down this road, you have to go like full comedy mode and just actually have like a dog or something.
Right. Yes.
To where it's just total RNG and you just like put buttons in front of it to make decisions.
There was actually an episode of Black Mirror, and it was kind of like that. There was like a dude in England running for some stupid political office. I don't understand their mechanism of government. And they had a dog, an animated dog, like a comedian that ran around, and he like animated a dog that was on the side of a truck. And he would just like talk crap to all of them. And then the animated dog ended up like running for office. And then the CIA actually took over the program and used that animated dog that so many people like loved and would vote for to run coups throughout the entire world. You just gave me a look like, are you drunk right now?
No, it's like, I'm literally wondering, does life imitate art or is it the other way around? Because like, honestly, if you told me that happened in real life,
oh yeah,
I would just be like, oh,
that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
mean, we already have one instance of the CIA using an animated dog to encourage I'm kidding. That might have been a far-fetched one, but if you guys get it, put a like this video.
Love it.
All right. So yeah, the guy's stupid. Mr. Krishnamurti was talking to the Ruger guy. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Here's the dude again. He's got the hand thing. And he says, all right. This was at the Committee on Oversight and Reform on Practices and Profits of Gun Manufacturers, because they're making money, and that's not good. Krishnamurti used this time to question the witness on a variety of issues, the last of which was police officer safety. He asked Daniel Defense CEO Marty Daniel to commit not to sell a weapon that tears through bulletproof vests. And then he moved to the next witness when Daniel talked about his company's commitment to self-defense. Of course, the response was like, that depends on the ammunition. I just sell guns.
Right.
So then he goes to Kilroy, the Ruger guy, or, whatever. Addresses Kilroy. I assume you won't sell a weapon that tears through bulletproof vests, will you? Kilroy responds, Congressman, with all due respect, the ability to pierce body armor relates to the ammunition, typically not the firearm. So Krishnamurti shot back. So will you not sell that ammunition either? To which he says, Congressman, we do not sell ammunition. We sell firearms.
I don't know why, but I can just hear Lady Gaga in my head every time I hear this Congress critter's name, like Raha, Uraha,
Krishnamurti.
Yeah, and I bet that's what's going through his head because he's making no damn sense and he's actually functionally special.
Yeah, that's true.
He
mentally hilarious.
He has Gerald Ford hair, also, which is quite interesting to me.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Anyway.
So another Maryland story over in Welcome, Maryland, which is a very nice name. Black women who once did not like guns are embracing them as crime is increasing in Maryland. And, some of you might say, well, this is a good thing. And I agree, because more gun owners makes gun control more and more untenable. But others are saying that this is bad and black women are being exploited by the whites or the gun industry or something. So there's some quotes. This phenomenon flies in the face of the scientific evidence that we had, but it all sadly, tragically, is a predictable outcome of all of the different factors that have been converging. And then the counter of that is one of the women they focus on the story. Parker took aim and fired about 24 rounds at a set of steel targets. When she laid the gun down, she was smiling. I feel better already, she said.
Yeah.
Why can't you just let people be safe and enjoy their lives?
Yeah, why can't you just let people do what they want to do? If they're not hurting you, breaking laws, like, why don't you just leave them alone?
Yeah.
And why is it that they're like, oh my God, black women are getting guns? Oh my God. I am very concerned about this.
Yeah, this is, and then of course they're saying it's still, though, nearly 3 in 4 gun owners are still white. It's like,
isn't that what you want? Like, don't you want equality in all things for all people?
Well, that is slightly overrepresented.
Yeah.
I think the country's like 60% white.
I mean,
so, but wait, hold on. That is nearly 3 in 4.
Yeah.
So it might actually be getting pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Or, pretty representative, rather. While gun ownership has long been common in rural black households, the surge of interest in firearms among urban black women profoundly alarms experts on gun violence, who point to a large body of research demonstrating that gun possession is correlated with a greater, not lesser risk of violent death.
Yeah. I want all people to have guns. Black people, white people.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. Everybody all the time. And
everybody except Yankees.
Will some of those people be bad and do bad things? Yep.
Yeah, that's what makes life interesting.
Dangerous freedom. Oh.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Look it up, sweaty. It's a real thing. So I wanted to go back real quick. This is Raha Uraha. And this is Gerald Ford.
Yeah, go back. Oh, man, it's him.
The sideburns and everything,
back.
bro. Yeah. Yep, he's back. He's back.
Oh, no. And he's literally just as dumb.
Yeah.
Guess like the same back. Dude.
Yeah. All
right.
Hey, real quick. Going back to Daniel defense. So, yes, Raha was a silly boy and asking dumb things because he clearly doesn't understand any of these things that he's trying to legislate against. But then further in those hearings, a question was asked of them about like disbanding the ATF. This is all over today, like and late yesterday. And I kind of wanted to like talk about it a little bit. So they asked about disbanding the ATF. Both Ruger and Marty Daniel came back, and I'm paraphrasing, not exact quotes, but we work closely and carefully with our with ATF, whatever. And at this point, we do not support the disbanding of the ATF. It's basically what they said.
Wow.
Oh, wait, you didn't see that?
No.
Oh, here, hold on. I'll get the exact quote because it's worse than I just made it sound.
Yeah. What? I mean, Ruger, I expect this from, and Daniel, I expect this from, but I'm still mad.
Yeah.
Daniel's a cop company.
I accidentally just went to Raja Krishnamurthy's website.
That's true. I see that down in the little preview.
Yep. That was an accident.
Wait, was it in that same article?
I don't know. Dang it. Yeah, here we go. No, that's not it either. Anyway,
it wasn't in
the exact quote. Both of them, both Marty Daniel and the dude from Ruger, both said this. We work with both we work with these agencies very, very closely, and we do not support the disbanding of the ATF at this time. Literally, both of them said that. What do you think of those statements? Because they're getting wrecked in.
Let
gun
me think
media.
Of one word.
Mm-hmm.
It's a compound word.
I know exactly where you're going with this. I'm ready.
Bitch made.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with bootlicker, but
no, bitch made.
I like it.
It's weak. Like, so what were you saying? They were getting roasted for it?
Oh, they're getting roasted everywhere. And I'm going to phrase this in a way that I'm going to phrase this in a way that every single person I hope can understand it. I am not one to advance cancel culture. I am not asking you to boycott Ruger and Daniel Defense. I'm asking you to take a look at this situation and to add your own life and experience to your thoughts on this. And then just to make you aware of it. Like, I'm not saying go ban them and like cancel them. I'm just saying, what do you think of this thing that they have said that they have done? Now, for a gun company to say, hey, we don't support disbanding the ATF. What does that say? And what would it have said if Marty Daniel instead had stood up and said, yes, I think that the ATF is a rogue agency who is legislating from behind their own closed doors. And at this point, I would support disbanding the ATF. Like what?
Or just be simpler than that.
Yeah.
Be simpler. Just be like, I do not believe it is a net benefit.
This is why you're better than me at stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because my philosophy, why waste time on a lot of words? Few word do trick.
Love it. Kevin from The Office.
Yeah.
So
that's fucking
what are your thoughts,
terrible.
Matt? Like what does this mean? What does this do?
I mean, that's what that is it's just bitch made like kowtowing. They're like, no, sir, curtsy and like, genuflexing. We would not support like tearing you down. You are great and mighty. That's what it is.
Yeah. And I don't know. I agree 100% completely. And here's the thing: is like, does Daniel Defense have military contracts?
I don't know. I know they have police contracts all over the place.
True. Yeah. So I don't know either. I'm very curious, and I'm
Ruger,
curious.
I wonder where. Ruger has government contracts, like with overseas governments mostly.
Yeah. So anyway, they're getting flamed. I'm very curious what people think about it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Send an email. Do we have an email? I forget.
No. Yeah. Let us know. Send us a bird Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. Send Matt a tweet, because I hate Twitter.
Send a Twitter bird at me.
Yeah.
I'll catch it.
Send that. I want to know what you guys think. Or you can
comment on the thing.
Yeah. You can go to firearmsradio.net and click on contact.
Yeah.
It'll find it.
That's true.
Yeah.
So do it and tell us. So next up here, I went to law school with this professor, Frederick Vars, and he was very good to me. He was fun. Not as fun as a law professor can be. And he and I would talk a lot about gun policy. He came up with, he was one of the main minds behind this, the not wanting to, voluntarily relinquishing your guns to a gun shop or whatever, and like signing a thing to where you can't get it back for a certain period of time, to prevent suicide. And I was like generally neutral on that. I'd always pointed out the concerns that it posed, but I was generally neutral about such a policy. Now he's supporting, along with Ian Aries from Yale, which very lame. A very bad policy.
Okay.
So they're saying that private citizens should be able to petition the court or the police or whatever, unlawful possession petitions. Basically, like, I think this person isn't supposed to have that gun. Like, either the gun's illegal or they're a prohibited person. So, government, I need you to go raid them and find the gun and find out if it was okay.
What?
Yeah, he's saying that instead of allowing private citizens to sue other private citizens, we propose that California and other states should authorize unlawful possession petitions and incentivize private citizens to file them before state trial judges. This would give the courts the ability to order the removal of a firearm if there is probable cause to believe that someone possesses them illegally.
What?
And like, literally, he's like, you should incentivize people to do this. Because the idea is, because we have these like very rare cases where people are like, everyone knew that he had a gun and he was prohibited and then he did the crime. So we could prevent that if your neighbors were able to just get you swatted at a moment's notice.
Let me ask you this: hasn't a very vast majority of the last several mass killers been known, air quotes, known by the FBI, known of by the FBI? Like, so, So people are telling them already, and they're either powerless to do anything or willless to do anything. But this is just more of the same. And this gives Karens power, and I'm against ever giving Karens power. And if your name is Karen, do not listen to this show.
Beyond unlawful possession petitions, states should give individuals more incentive to come forward with information about illegal possessions. Private individuals are sometimes better informed than the state. The state might know that someone's a felon, but not that they possess a gun. Or the state might know that someone owns a weapon, but not that they're a drug user.
Yeah, and like someone some FUD sees me shooting my machine gun at a range, immediately calls him. He's not supposed to have that. And then they show up and I'm like, here's my paperwork.
Yeah. So he's promoting a modification of a California law which awards individuals $10,000 for information about illegal gun sales.
Oh man, bro, I could make a living off of that.
That's the problem.
It would be amazing. That's wonderful.
Like, he's literally arguing that the state should pay you to narc out people. Like, here's the problem with this type of law, and especially this one here. there's an incredible amount of prohibiting conduct or potentially prohibiting conduct that is nonviolent and that disproportionately affects people who most need the, firearms for self-defense, those people being, underprivileged people.
Wow.
If you set an incentive system, right, you are going to capture the least privileged people.
Yeah.
Right. Because the people in their community will be more responsive to those incentives. You are just going to destroy lives. You are not going to help. You'll help the prison man.
Mm-hmm.
Because, he's got his quotas, he needs a new loot box. He's got to get 100 prisoners before he gets it.
Yeah. Got to make that money. Yeah. And Anne Frank, don't forget, she was betrayed. I was looking up the name of the dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Otto Frank.
Yeah, Otto. Otto was different. He was mean.
Or wait, Otto Frank.
Check again.
I don't even remember. But yeah, this is turning the citizens against each other. And I want to remind anyone who's listening that the citizens should not be turning against each other. It's never been black versus white. It's never been rich versus poor. It's always been the citizens versus the government.
That's true. All right. Well, last up, we were supposed to talk about the assault weapon ban vote. It still hasn't happened. So, yeah, we've got a new article from 13 minutes ago. Nancy Pelosi has announced that House of Representatives will hold a vote on the assault weapons ban before the end of its business for this week.
And that's today.
It's today. It's 2:30 p.m. Eastern. They haven't done it. So,
interesting. I'm very curious.
Let me just check the. Yep. Nope. Still nothing as of this moment. So, whatever, guys. Sorry.
Right.
There is one more thing. We'll check after this last important story. Our important story is one of redemption, vigor, value. Mm-hmm. It's Patriot Patch Company.
See.
They are truly a story of their own.
Yes.
Look at their website. That's the wrong thing.
Show it to me.
Okay.
I want to see it. Show it to me right now.
They have so much available. Patch of the Month Club. You see, I've got it up on here.
What's it?
Oh, I haven't gotten this one yet.
I have not gotten that one yet either, but I really like that one.
That's cool. Quad not. This guy he's got the drip. We've got what is that?
It's like a tiki. He's got
tiki
quad head. NVGs.
Yep.
He's right.
Scar L
with a grenade launcher attachment, possible modification.
Yep.
On a surfboard in Hawaii. I can't read it on my screen, but it says Sun's out, guns out. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So this tiki head has the drip, that's for sure. He's got the most expensive loadout, like quads, panos. Like,
or
I'm jealous.
It might be a light underneath that. I don't know. It looks like a grenade launcher.
It's a grenade launcher. It's the FN specific one that's like $4.8 million.
Right.
But the one thing I noticed, he's got all this money on him. He's got his nods. No laser or optic.
Well, you just don't need them. When you can see at night, you just don't need it. Hey, I want to play a little sound clip for you.
To Washington.
Oh my God. Why? Hold on. Okay. I'm working on it. It's coming up. But yeah, Patriot Patch Company, while I look for this, is pretty great.
Yeah.
They've been longtime supporters. In fact, the guy who owns Patriot Patch is the one who saddled me with the Firearms Radio Network.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he was the last?
He's the guy who started it.
Oh, wow.
$1 billion in revenue for this.
Oh man, never mind. I don't know why.
What are you trying to play?
I was trying to play the Daniel Defense thing, but never mind. C-SPAN is useless.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt Larosiere, where could people get Patriot Patch stuff?
PatriotPatch.co. So that's Patriot Patch, all one word, no dash, no nothing. And then you're going to use the promo code TWIG10, TWIG10, for a special discount on us.
Hey, Matt Larosiere, do you support abolishing the ATF?
Yes.
Oh. See how easy that was, Marty? Well, you even took a second too, so you actually thought about it just to make sure.
Yeah. Well, I was like, is there something funny I can say? And then I was like, no, few words.
few
words.
Why use many when few work?
Yeah. One word.
Man. Is that all the news?
That should do it. Let's check one more time.
Yeah, I was
on the
literally
assault weapons bill.
just looking on Instagram, which is where I get all my news.
Yeah, I guess that's where you get it now. No, it hasn't happened yet. But don't panic. Who cares?
I mean, I care.
Everything is a simulation anyway.
Everyone's made of spiders.
Nothing matters. Yep.
Well,
all right. Right at an hour.
Look at that.
Let's put a can on it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, exactly 1 hour. Take that, Othnius.
Yeah.
2 hours. I only know it's 2 hours because I was using that one to test a new process for production. And I was like, oh, cool. I picked the like worst one because it's going to take like 15 minutes to do the stuff and things.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because audio processing and stuff, the longer it is, the longer it takes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that's just how Othnius do. This podcast has been a production of the Firearms Radio Network. For more, visit firearmsradio.net.